want to take a moment to apologize, but this video shouldn't have taken as long as it has. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a little bit difficult to get this stuff done when there's a lot of behind the scenes shit that goes on. Like, what is happening? Inject cheat. Let's see what happens here. So we are going to set it up. As you can see, we're having some difficulties. It's not like it has to be the mouse. I don't know what else it could be. We built the computer in our DMA setup video and we put like $2,000 into it. So we know that the computer's not shit. It has to be this mouse. Honestly, that mouse, dude. So not only do you need a DMA setup to get DMA running, but you also need a capture card setup that will show you the difference between the two displays. So HDMI and overlay on. You wouldn't be able to see this without the current capture card setup I have. Lots of stuff going into it. That's why if I do this, you can see two mice on screen. One is going to be the gaming computer. One is going to be the cheating computer. So to start this off, I'm really quickly going to go ahead and launch Phantom Overlay. So we have Phantom Overlay launching up here. I probably have to get my game key, but nonetheless, we are going to hop into it. So I will skip this part and get right into the video.
Hard drive loaded, stubble and coated.
So here we go, CS2 DMA lifetime. We're going to go ahead and hit inject. This feels really weird because I have a secondary mouse over there. But okay, so I got to switch over. So my DMA is there. CS2 is what we're waiting for. And of course, we have aim, flick, trigger, visual, extra, radar, misc, DMA, and KM box. Now, I should say for some godly unknown reason, right now, my display output from both the computers into the fuser is only at 1080p. I think it has something to do with one of the HDMI cords that I'm using, but every HDMI cord is the same one that I had in my previous setup. So it doesn't really make sense why I can't do 1440p. So this video is going to be 1080p in terms of the overall recording. I can't really do much to help with that, but let's really quickly go over to play, hop into a workshop map and set up this DMA cheat. And again, you can tell it's DMA and there's no bullshit because as you can see, overlay on and off. And once we hop into game, you'll be able to see with the visuals that with the overlay off, there will be no visuals. And of course, I have my KM box literally just sitting on my desk because right now it's not something that I have permanently set up. So there we go. We got some overlay visuals on. Of course, if I turn off the overlay, everything disappears. So I'm able to give you that full Phantom Overlay experience. Now, of course, we're going to open the menu with 7. And of course, I got to use this mouse. So for aim, we have key. We can set this to mouse button 1, viz check, lock, aim at team, retarget time, ignore spawn protected, recoil control. We have our smoothing, our aim speed, our curve, our FOV, and our spot. So let's just turn that to closest. We have a flick bot here, so we can enable that and also do ticks before shot. We have our trigger bot here. We can make our trigger key mouse button 5. Viz check is on. Shot count is 1. And we have head only as an option. In visuals here, we have key, box, name, distance, health, armor, weapons, ammo, bones, bomb carrier, show damage, visible only, snap lines, style, occluded enemies, visible enemies, and teammates. And of course, we go over to extras. We have projectiles, bomb, and other, and you can set a key so that they're not constantly on, not constantly lowering the frame rate. Over here, we have radar, so we have enabled range and show items, and this does require the extra entities. And we also have create web browser radar. So if we click that right there, it's going to start it up. We can copy this link right here and send it to our friends. Now you can do the update rate. You can set it up for yourself from 65 all the way to 100, 85 probably being that sweet spot. Moving over to miscellaneous, we do have crosshair and recoil crosshair, misc color, show watermark, draw FOV, and standalone recoil strength. We'll set that to 5. We also have a save and reload config. And over in the DMA, you can see your device ID. You can set up ray tracing, slower entity updates, your FPS limit, and all that cool stuff. We can also fix entities, reinitialize the DMA, and minimize. Moving over to the KM box, this is where we're going to set up our KM box. So I am using a KM box net. So 192.168.2.188 is going to be 192.168.2.188. Perfect. And then for our port, I'm at 8808. That's perfect. So your UUID is going to be different for every KM box. So I'm going to manually type this in now. So we're going for A0985414. Now, what I will do is just hold this up and zoom into it in post-production. If I hit connect here, the Phantom Overlay logo does pop up on my KM box. And now what I can do is hit test, and you guys can see that this mouse is up here. I'm going to put it down, use this hand to touch the other mouse over here. Test. We have KM box working the way it should. So now we can hit 7 on our secondary computer, move that mouse out of the way so it's not on the screen annoying us, and we can test this out. So far, the aimbot feels good. I mean, it honestly doesn't even feel like a DMA cheat. It almost kind of just feels like an external, which is pretty cool. We can also set up the trigger bot. I think we already did, right? So we can just hold mouse button 5. Perfect. Now, of course, if you want your visuals to look better, just like with an external, you're going to limit the FPS on your DMA in the menu, as we saw here. If we hit 7 again to open the menu, grab that other mouse, go over to the DMA options. So boom, FPS limit, you're going to set it to whatever your most common like FPS is, the FPS that you get most frequently and barely drop below. So for my case, it would be right around 400, 350. I'm going to limit it to that FPS, and then in game, I'm going to hit the little pop-up window for console and type in FPS underscore max space, and then for example 350, hit enter. You can also enable VSync if it's really bad and you have a really shitty computer, but generally speaking, you shouldn't have to go any further than this. Now, to explain the setup a little bit better, now that you have a visual, so we have a cable going from that computer into the box, another one going there, and we have the DMA cable from this computer to this one. And of course, we have each HDMI, one from this computer, one from this computer going into our fuser, which is right here. And then from there, the output is going over here. But if you look over here, we do have our little Elgato, which is going to be capturing in 4K. Now, for my use case, I don't know why this is not in 4K as it stands, but it should be. And overall, we are kind of stuck to 1080p. For this video. Overall, I think the best way to explain this kind of cheat or this DMA cheat would be you're getting the best level security if you decide to cheat on an account that's worth multiple thousands of dollars with skins. And on top of that, you're getting basically Phantom Overlay's normal external cheat performance with DMA, which is hard to do. A lot of DMA providers don't really take into account that if your code is sloppy, you're gonna get bad performance on a DMA cheat. Overall, so far, just in this, I can tell you that it does feel good. Although I'm limited to 60 hertz, which kind of sucks. It doesn't feel laggy. It just feels like 60 hertz. And unfortunately, that's just because my setup right now is not optimal for what I'm wanting to do. It could also be that I am using a super ultra wide monitor and it does not like to correctly scale. Before doing this, I didn't do this on an ultra wide monitor. I did it on ultra wide, but not a super ultra wide. So I still had that poor resolution, and this is on a custom resolution right now to be able to fit on this screen. So overall, as long as your equipment is okay, this cheat already seems amazing. You never have to worry about getting banned really when it comes to this. I don't think Counter-Strike is ever going to do any kind of DMA checking or anything of the sorts like that. But overall, I do just want to say it was an initial showcase. You guys saw the features. You guys are seeing the performance of the aimbot. And on top of it, dude, just look at that. For a trigger bot that's DMA, why is that better than a lot of the internals on the market right now? That shit ain't missing a motherfucking beat. Like, what? Either way, if this video does get to 300 likes, I will make sure to record a full gameplay with proper resolution so that it doesn't look so dog shit for you guys. And all you got to do is simply like the video. Tell me in the comments down below if you guys would like to try this out. If you have a DMA setup, would you guys like a key to this cheat? I think we can do a little giveaway of either the external version of this cheat or the DMA version based on who wins. Let me know with a comment and a like down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, bros. Peace. Breaking that mouse, like, yes, I was generally just frustrated because it's 5 in the morning and I've been trying to get this video done for I don't know how long now. Breaking that mouse was a waste of money. It is not it's not your guys' job to pay for that at all. But I do want to say I'm sorry for wasting the members' monies. because anyone that's become a member has helped me pay for the stuff in this setup. That mouse you guys paid for, I do apologize for literally wasting your money, because I went to go try it again before digging this mouse up out of the gutter. That mouse is fucking broken. So I apologize. Either way, you guys so much for supporting the channel.